Welcome to Mattzobricks. This is part 3 of our little semaphore sequel, and today we're talking about the distant semaphore signal. The distant semaphore signal is by far the most complicated one that I've built here for the Lego train system. And this is because the different aspects that this signal needs to be able to show are really complicated to build in the mechanics, especially on so few space with, well, more or less only Lego parts. So let's have a look of how this works and which aspects we have. This is the first aspect. It means expect stop. So that means if the train conductor sees this signal, the next main signal, usually in a distance of 1000 meters, is also red, and he needs to initiate braking action and to be able to stop ahead of the main signal. On German railroads, this is a signal scheme which is called the HV signal, main signal, distant signal, and it's available for speeds up to 160 kilometers an hour. That is why the distance between the distant signal and the main signal is 1000 meters, and that is of course a lot. If you calculate that in Lego bricks, then we're talking about a distance of more than 3000 studs, or 206 standard Lego train track length. So probably that's not too realistic to build for us on our layout here. But anyways, those distant signals are really beautiful, and of course, if you're able to do that, you should build some, place them somewhere on your layout. From the functionality, it works like this. Of course, our signals are controlled via rock rail, and this signals always displays exactly the corresponding aspect as the main signal that the distant signal is logically attached to. That means you configure in the signal definition that this distant signal is attached to a certain main signal, and then it's automatically switched to the correct aspect when the main signal is flipped over to a different aspect. So that makes the handling of those distant signals pretty easy. Now let's have a look at the mechanics. In this signal again, we've got the lever here, that's the main lever, which is flipped over when we move the signal, and it's actually attached to that lever here and to a bar that is going up, and was the wrong signal, and it's actually moving this upper part of the signal. You can see that here. And there are also some extra bars here attached on the main bar, and these extra bars are actually lifting and lowering the parts that are holding the transparent plates of the lights. So this is how the distant signal is showing the different lights. We've got no LEDs that change their color or do other magic. As in the real world, we just have a white light source, and the different lights are actually shown by putting transparent glasses in front of them. That's how it works in the real world as well, because this signal was invented in a time where there was no electricity present yet. So people had to use gas lamps in order to light the signal up. And that's exactly what we do here as well. As you might have seen, there is this little bar here, the little arrow, and that moves when you want to show the aspect go slow aspect. And that is really complicated because it's also combined with that upper light, which needs to show green instead of yellow or orange. And this is actually done with a little wire that we have here. It's, well, a jeans thread that you can find in other Lego sets as well. And you're actually attaching that to the servo. So let's look inside one of the servo houses here, and then you can see how that works. Which signal is that again? I think it's that one. Yeah, that's how the mechanics are working in the servo house. So what's actually happening is when you want to show the go slow aspect instead of the stop aspect, then this little Technic pin here, which has the jeans thread or the wire attached, will pull the wire as much as it can, like this, and then the signal has the go slow aspect. So it's a pretty complicated mechanic, I know that, and it took me actually a lot of time to figure that out, but now it's working. And if you're interested in building that signal as well, I'd be happy. You find all the building instructions on the website. Yeah, that's so much about it. Talking about the decoration of the signal, of course, there is a lot of stickers that you need. I have created a template that you just are able to print out on a colored printer. Then you should have everything that you need. You can do it right away from that piece of paper and put it here on the Lego bricks, or if you want to do it really professionally, you can get yourself some water slides decal paper. And with that water slide decal paper, you can create decals for your signals here, which really sustain a long time. You print it out with a color printer, wet it a little bit with water, put it on the Lego bricks, and then you fix it with some spray. I'm using acryl spray here for that, and this is generating a sticker solution for you that lasts a very long time. So if you want to do it really professionally, then this could be your choice. Talking about building the signal, haven't created the instructions yet, but maybe if I have some time I will do so and then upload them to the website as well. You can do that with mainly Lego bricks. Few exceptions. First one is the arrow here. That is a 3D printed part, and the other one 3D, the part that is 3D printed is the lever with the transparent round plates for the lights. That is also a special part. I've compiled the STL files in a small downloadable zip file. It's also available on the website. If you have a 3D printer or a friend that has a 3D printer, download the files and print the parts out, then you should have what you need. The servo is a jig servo available on the internet for purchase. Don't take the green one and don't take the orange one. You need the gray one. The other colors are continuous servos that work like motors, but we need a servo that is actually going to a certain angle and keeps that angle. So the gray ones are for you, not the other ones. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I have compiled a couple of sequences from our train operations here on that layout, where you can see the signal in practice and how it works. Thank you very much again for watching. If you want to stay up to date, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We've got also a Facebook profile and an Instagram channel. And then I wish you a pleasant day. Have fun building the signal, of course, and enjoy. Goodbye.